We in the building. Y'all know who it is. You understand? Me and my heavy hitter, go and show them jabs and them hooks you be hitting them with. I go ahead, show them what you working with. You understand? Captain K, the goggle boy, in the building with my main man, Officer Maasha Allah out of ATL. And y'all know that the STL and the ATL have connected. All right. And man, we give you the top news, you understand, from here all the way to Atlanta, from the Lou to Atlanta. All right. So but man, we got to go in on this. When I saw this video, I couldn't help myself. You understand? And I had to show how ridiculous these so-called leaders really are. Right? Hands down, man, people are gonna have to understand that Commanding General Yohanna is the only leader for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna show you why on the video. You're gonna see why on this video. You understand that none of our people should be taking advice from nobody outside of Commander General Yohanna. Nobody should be seeking counsel outside of Commander General Yohanna because you don't know what you're doing. You understand? You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what they're talking about. Even people that call themselves doctors. Dr. Umar, right? Dr. Umar Johnson gave Shannon Sharpe some of the worst advice that a brother could give another brother. You understand? And then what's so crazy about it, is when you hear it, you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. Well, I know you already know because you saw the video too. But just saying, like when our people hear this video of this dude, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, I thought you was against being with a snow bunny. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was against that. But everything that he told him was wrong, man. And I really hate that our people look at these celebrities just because they have money, you know, just because they're in a, say the limelight, or they look good, or they driving good, or they on, or do they still do that? What's that show? The lifestyles of the rich and famous. Do they still do that?
I haven't seen that one in a while, Cap.
What's the new thing that they do? MTV Cribs. Maybe they still do that.
Yeah.
They still do that one. Okay.
Let me check and see.
They ain't doing that one too much no more. Okay. Now, I mean, but you get the point, right?
Yeah,
see these celebrities in their big houses and they nice cars and all of this, and for some odd reason, our people think that these are the people that we should listen to. You know, when those folks have absolutely no clue what to do and how to navigate through life. Look at Lil Wayne. Oh, Lil Wayne was a beast. He was the GOAT. He was the greatest to ever live. He was the best rapper and lyricist. All this good shit about Lil Wayne. He was a damn dope fiend. They caught him in his car, high, passed out, pants down, pockets turned inside out. You understand? All kind of stuff, man. Can't stop. What's that stuff he on? Lean or gas, whatever the hell they call. Yeah, whatever that is. The man turned around and said, I was molested when I was younger and I loved it. I'll never tell. Who in the fuck gonna listen to somebody like him? To where you are acting as if you being defiled as a child was a good thing. That was horrible, man. That was horrible. No one should have defiled that brother, and none of our other children, man. None of our children should be defiled by an adult. You understand? At all. But it happens. And then this guy turned around and got on a video, I think it was like a little interview, and said, yeah, I was molested and I loved it. I'll never tell. And look at how many of our children don't tell anyway. It happens to them and they don't say a word. And they try to live with this throughout their whole life, man, and it just don't go right. You know what I mean? So no, you need to tell. You get defiled by an adult, you need to tell. But the point I was making with that was to show you how we shouldn't be listening to celebrities, man. You understand? We should not be taking celebrities serious at all. Whatever entertainment purpose they serve, whether it's rapping, maybe acting, if they're a good actor, watch their movie. You know what I mean? If they're a good rapper, a good R&B singer, listen to their music. But hey, that's as far as you should take it. That's as far as you should take it because guess what? They ain't got nothing else for you. And we're gonna show you through this Shannon Sharpe video. Let me pull this up real quick. And when you see it, I throw it on the stage for me. Let me know you got it on the stage. 'Cause the screen
Okay, kind of kind.
it goes to another screen when I go to share. Hold on one second. Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
All right. I just added it to that stage, sir.
Huh?
I said I just added it to the stage.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Most High
Yes,
Christ. What a word.
yes,
All
yes.
right. Now let me play it real quick. Listen to this dude, man. Listen.
The first rule of being a player as a celebrity: you keep them happy so they don't destroy you. You keep them happy so they don't expose you. And he was not taking care of her financially. Why didn't Shannon find someone a little older? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and his fame, find an older white woman or older black woman, even if you went with your 30s, even if you went with your 20s? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and fame, get a woman who was a little bit more mature? I'm going to tell you why I think he didn't get a woman who was a little bit more mature, Art. Number one, he's not interested with who are a little bit more mature. But also, Art, you and I know that if you get you a sophisticated black woman, and I'm assuming it's the same for the Snow Bunny Mafia, but if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff early on in the relationship. You're going to have to earn that if you get it at all, if you understand what I'm saying. Ain't no black woman I know, not no black woman of respect, whether she's a celebrity or regular working class sister. He broke the.
Okay, so you heard that, right? Did
Come
everybody
on,
catch
con,
that?
sir. Yeah, come on,
This
con, sir.
dude claims that he broke. Now we understand, what being a player, what I'm saying, and depending on the context, right? So being a player could be that you just running through chicks, or it can mean that you just have a way with the ladies. You understand? That you know how to talk to them, you know how to get them, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it could be either or. All right. So, but what he was saying is that he turned around and wait a minute, let's play it again. I want everybody to hear it. Let me start it again. Let me start it again, and I'm gonna cut through. Let me see.
The first rule of being a player as a celebrity:
Now check
you
it out.
keep them happy so they don't destroy you. You keep them happy so they don't expose you. And he was not taking care of her financially. Why?
Now, the first thing he just said, this dude was not keeping her happy financially. She's a whore. Why is this nigga's advice to Shannon Sharpe telling him your problem is, you know what you're supposed to do when you get them? You're supposed to keep them happy so they don't destroy you. Do you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a man being like a slave to his woman.
Come on, con.
You know what I mean? Like I want a woman that wants to be with me. You understand? That does not want to destroy me, not because I'm doing some sick or disgusting thing, and if I don't pay her, then she's going to expose me. That's why in the ISUPK we don't do sick and disgusting things. You understand? This ain't gonna happen with us because number one, we don't sleep with snow bunnies, and we ain't turning around and tricking with nobody. You
Right.
understand? We're not going to go find a prostitute and try to pay her, and you know what I'm saying, for some sex or whatever. I mean, what How can you enjoy a hoe? I don't understand it. I don't even understand. What is that song, that rap song uh, that says something about the tattoo? And he said, respect my mind. How am I hit that from behind? You know what I'm talking about, my shop.
Live,
What,
sir. I'm
what
trying to
song am
think
I
of it.
talking about, dog? You know what I'm talking about? Who know that
Sir.
song, man? It was
I
something.
can't think it off the top
I
of my
can't
head.
I can't remember who said. I think it was Juvenile or somebody. I'm gonna have to look them lyrics up. Google them lyrics, brother.
Okay.
Respect my fucking mind. How I'm gonna hit that from behind? And I think that was talking about a man name tattooed. Y'all sure? You know what I'm talking about?
That's juvenile. That's juvenile.
Juvenile. And what song? What did he say about that?
Oh man. I gotta pull it up, but that's Cash Money for sure.
Yeah, that's Juvenile. I'm telling you, I used to blast that. You hear me? And he said something about having a nigga name. That's what he said. How you gonna have a nigga name on your spine? You respect my fucking mind. How am I hit that from behind? I'm sitting here looking at Antonio name on your back, and my name is Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be with a whore that you know sleeping with other men, and you be satisfied with that? That is so disgusting, man. You understand? I don't want no woman that's dealing with nobody else. You deal with anybody else, please forget about me. Lose my number. I don't want to see you no more. When I see you, don't even shalom me. You understand? Hey, get out of here. Okay? What did Beyonce tell them hoes? To the left, to the left. That's what I'm gonna tell the hoe. To the left, to the left. Okay? So Shannon Sharpe says the first thing you do is you pay them hoes, get them hoes that money. Now you know that's what he was doing to try to keep his hoe, his what he call her, conscious stripper.
Conscious stripper.
He called her a conscious. So she a conscious hoe. You understand? She's a hoe consciously. Like, come on, man, this is dumb. But this is what this do. So you heard him first, right? Keep it. Like I said, that sounds like you just a chump and you just a wimp. You understand? The Bible says that I rule over my woman. Why would I do it any other way?
Right.
You understand? And it don't mean like beat on them and be ridiculous to them, lock them in closets and don't feed them and all that. We don't do none of that. But it's just saying that you're in charge of her. So why would I? Oh man, you know what you better do? You better keep them happy. You better give them that money financially, or boy, they're gonna destroy you. Man, please. So that's the first dumb thing he said. Let's hear the next one.
Didn't Shannon find someone a little older? Why didn't Shannon, with his money and his fame, find an older white woman or older black woman, even if you went with your 30?
Now, he just turned around and said, why didn't he find an older white woman? He is totally against Shannon. I mean, not Shannon Sharpe, but being with a snow bunny, right? So he claims. But now he just says to him, why don't you turn around and get you an older white woman? That's the second strike, man. He ain't supposed, none of our men, no black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man is supposed to be with any woman outside of our race. None. I don't care what the reason. I don't care what the age. I don't care what's exciting about that hoe you had to have her so bad. Now you about to pay for it. You're going to pay for breaking God's laws. That's one of God's laws, man, is to never be with a white girl. I don't know where you Negroes get that mess from, that's some forbidden fruit. I beg to differ. The sisters is the fruit. You understand? The black woman is the fruit, brother. You understand? Go ahead, my shop.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these Pan-African conscious Negroes, man, because they try to be so pro-black, but then they always get caught up with a white woman. I mean, look at Polite. And she was messing with kids on top of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, I know you remember JJ 7000. He got caught in a white.
Come on, hey, listen, you know I had the debate with the clown about it. He actually wanted to debate me about that. You understand? And I turned around And now me and DMG, we had the show about it, but I didn't debate him on. I said, brother, go on and deal with your charges and your case that you got. And, you know what I'm saying? Because that white girl put a record on him. But that's what happens. Here you are claiming to be an Israelite and being the truth and claiming to be teaching people this. And here you are, a whole hypocrite. She came out on Sanetta's TV and blasted his ass and told him, "Oh yeah, what was some of the things that JJ was 7,000 was saying to you? Oh, he told me that I had the best vagina than any black girl, and so you know she was gonna throw that out there. You already know she put that out there. He told me that he loved me more and better than any other black girl, and oh my gosh, she ate it up. She ate that up, boy, and put his ass on blast and said, yeah, we were celebrating all the holidays and all of this together. He a whole hypocrite, man. I guess these Negroes don't believe the scripture, my Shalom, when it say, what's done in the dark shall come in the light, come to the light. It's going to come to the light. That's why
JJ 7,000.
Yeah, that was JJ 7,000. Absolutely.
He got drugged.
He turned around. Oh, he got drove for that. He got drove bad for that. And then everything started coming out about him. When they put the photos out about him with the sister, he tried to make the comeback when he was with the sister, but then they had blunts and weed everywhere, so everybody know he smoked the dope now. You understand? He made himself look like a complete fool, man. He should have just down took YouTube and all of his stuff just down and just hid under a rock. Then when he sent everybody that twerk video, oh my God, that was insane. I said, what the fuck is this? This dude was sending me this shit for.
Hey, respectfully, Cap, I got a question for you.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
So,
even if you went with your 20s, why didn't Shannon with his money?
Okay.
Hold on, sorry about that. The video started playing. I pushed the wrong button. Go ahead, brother. Now, what you were saying?
So I got a medical marijuana card. I got glaucoma, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like at this point, I done lost like probably 85% of my vision because of it.
Okay.
So they prescribed it because basically glaucoma is eye pressure, right? And so once your pressures get up, it destroys optical nerves, and once the nerves are damaged or destroyed, it's irreversible. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So THC is one of the things that I can because I ain't never took pills in my life, which I have to take them now just to try to get it down. But I prefer to take more natural things than chemicals. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So what do you feel about that?
What I feel about that, brother, is I would go 100% blind before I ever break the laws of God. You understand? The Most High is against smoking for any reason. You understand? We have laws against.
There's more. You could take marijuana more than smoking it, though. Is what I'm saying. I ingest marijuana.
Okay, listen. Okay, so here's the thing about people and their diagnosis, right? A lot of people self-medicate, and the real reason a lot of our people say chew it, say bake it in a cake, say get some drops or whatever the hell it is, right? A matter of fact, they got, if I ain't mistaken, they got because I think I seen some of the shit in the gas station. I think they got the gummy bears, the gummy weed candy. That
would usually be that would probably be CBD though, which is not THC.
Okay, so the point is this, whatever that is, a lot of times people just want to get high, right? So that's that right there. None of that. I wouldn't do any of that. What I would do is I would get counsel from the generals. You understand? Before I turned around and did anything. Me personally, You understand? And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I would do is I would get counsel from the generals before I did some THC, some CBD, some weed. What's the thing? The vape. They got the weed and the vapor thing. Before I did the gummies, before I baked it in some brownies and some cookies, I would get counsel from the general. Me myself, I ain't gonna do none of that shit. I don't care. I wear glasses now and can barely see sometimes, and I ain't thought about chewing no damn weed. Ain't thought about no THC. Ain't thought about none of that. You understand? Why? Because I know that shit right there is a drug. Yes, it grows in the ground. It's for medicine, but that's not why a lot of our people use it. They don't use it because they go to the doctor and they get a diagnosis from a doctor. Now they're going to this dispensary where the person has a certificate just to distribute the weed. That's all. That's all that
No, but
is.
look though, but this is what I'm saying though. Like that's secondary. Like I've had eye surgery. This comes from real doctors. Like
I understand.
like I don't like I'm under. I go see an eye specialist, like an
I understand.
ophthalmologist, an eye doctor. Not a he don't, you know what I'm saying. So it's not like it's not like one of them things. Because I agree with you. I know a lot of people that have medical marijuana cards for a lot of different reasons for whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people. That's not why I got my card.
I got you.
But
No sweat.
but even outside of that, is there a scripture that says that ingesting marijuana is legal? I mean, or is against the law? Because like you said, marijuana is not a drug. It's a plant.
It's a plant and it's a drug.
Now, a drug involves a chemical alteration.
No, it doesn't. All right. And we do know that the white man he does alter every damn thing. Okay. So, but here's the
For
thing
sure.
though. If you're using something like alcohol, right? That right there, people use they can abuse it. Okay, and it
Right.
becomes a drug. So the same thing with smoking weed to get high, it is your drug. You understand? Hold on one second.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, we good.
So say
All
for
right,
instance, they give
so
you a
here's the
drug.
thing. So here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get back to the topic. All right,
Uh-huh.
this is what I said that I would do personally. I wouldn't do none of that shit. I don't care if I was almost at 100% blind. I'm not using none of it. All right. So now, what I would do is I would get counsel. I would go to my doctors, and I would go to the generals. Right. I've opened businesses that I went to the generals first to get counsel to make sure that what I'm doing is lawful. Okay. So, and then once I got the green light, I opened my business. Right. So that's just me. That's how I do things. Now, what I'm saying to you is what I would have any brother do, right? Before they deal with any THC, CBD, any of that, get counsel from the generals. You go to your doctors first. They're going to tell you what they suggest and what their diagnosis is and whatever they feel that you should take and do to help better yourself or whatever, or help get some of your eyesight back, or if you ain't gonna get it back at all. However, right, then I would take that information to my generals and then we hash it out from there. All right. So that's how I would do that. That's me. That's
Oh
just
yeah,
me.
just a question, brother. I appreciate
Oh
you
no,
real
you
quick.
good. You good, bro. You good. Yep. All right. So let's get back to it. Let's show Shannon Sharpe real quick. I mean, Dr. Umar, let's hear the rest of it.
The woman who was a little bit more mature. I'm gonna tell you why I think he didn't get a woman who was a little bit more mature. Art. Number one, he's not interested in women who are a little bit more mature, but also Art. You and I know that if you get you a sophisticated black woman, And I'm assuming it's the same for the Snow Bunny Mafia. But if you get you a sophisticated black woman, she ain't going to be doing all that freaked out stuff early on in the relationship. You're going to have to earn that if you get it at all. If you understand what I'm saying. Ain't no black woman I know, not no black woman of respect, whether she's a celebrity or regular working class sister. He broke.
Okay, so that's that one, right? So I want to play this other one too. Let me pull this other one up. You ready?
They need to act like he can have a celebrity or something.
Hey, he act like it, but I don't think he did. I don't think he did. But let's play this other one because that was just ridiculous, man. To tell him, oh, he missed the player code. He ain't play it right. He ain't, come on, man. Give her all your money. I don't want no woman like that. That's just for my money. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Pull that video up for me, my Shannon.
It's up, sir. I got it up already.
You got it. Okay, Most High Christ, the water warrior. Like I said, I don't want no woman like that. That I got to turn around and feed her cash money in order for her not to do nothing. How about don't get with the hoes? How about don't get with the snow bunnies? Leave the snow bunnies and the hoes alone. And I'm gonna show you who gave him the best goddamn advice that man ever had in his life. And I'm gonna show you. All right, but let's play this one real quick. Here go another video of
Shannon
him.
Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe.
That's right.
I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal.
Now he
If
just
you cannot
contradicted
promise
himself.
me that you will never.
He just contradicted himself. He just said, "Well, why didn't you get an older, sophisticated snow bunny? One that ain't on all that." But now he said, "Uncle Shay Shay, I'm with you. I'm standing with you. Just don't get no more snow bunnies." and listen, man, I'm sure Shannon Sharpe is about as stupid as O.J. Simpson was, and as any other brother that deals with these white women, man, he gonna keep dealing with them. He gonna fork out all his money, and he gonna keep dealing with them, cause that's what he like. He don't like black women. I think more so he like white men. He's very effeminate, very effeminate, and I really believe that the brother is a homosexual. And I think just because everybody was coming with them homosexual remarks and his too tight ass clothes and his liberty ass socks and that damn green Hulk outfit with that orange damn purse that he had on. I think when he went to Total Wine, I think that's what did it. And then he came out with the video of the sex tape talking about I accidentally went live on what was it, Instagram?
Yeah, come sir.
You ain't accidentally went no live, man. Go ahead, go ahead.
I really want to know this now that I'm listening to this little thing right here. I don't want to know, that hairdresser he had, that his what was his his stylist, the gay dude, the Hollywood, I think his name Hollywood or something like that. I wonder is he paying him to keep his mouth closed?
Hey, I don't know.
There seems to be a pattern here. It seems he's paying somebody to be quiet, and now you're getting blackmailed.
I don't know. No, I don't. I honestly don't think he's totally getting blackmailed, because I heard the video where he told her that he'll choke her ass when he see her. So you know what that's going to lead to, right? She could possibly be lying, but that's going to convince those people in their courtroom that she might be telling the truth. All because here he is saying that when I choke you, I'm gonna see. When I see you, I'm gonna choke you. So I don't think it could be, or it could be that he did exactly what she said, and now he's just paying for it, or it could be the other way around.
Right.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows just yet. But let me play a little more of this, and then we're gonna jump to the next.
Okay, go guys.
Seek the company of another snow bunny. I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe
He
on
get
this.
on my nerve how he talk and gotta repeat every goddamn thing. I hate that.
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one, but Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro Queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow?
Okay, let me stop this one right here. All right, because now, as we can see, I think he just doing this for clout. You know what I mean? I think he just trying to jump on this train and act like he's supporting the bro. He probably would support him because he loved them hoes too.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He absolutely loved them hoes too. And we're gonna get off into that in a second. All right. But here this was
Hey, but real quick though, Cap. Hey, if you notice though, and I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe is guilty or innocent. I'm down the middle to whatever come out, come out. But Umar Johnson defends every single celebrity sex offender that comes out, every one of them.
yeah,
he
he do.
never takes the other side.
Mm-hmm.
He defends polite all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you know what's funny about those two conscious Negroes and back to African Negroes, they all mess with white women.
Mm-hmm.
They all mess with white girls, man. I do not understand that. Y'all look, they be on pumping the black fist, and they got the ankh around their neck, all this African mumbo jumbo, and then turn around and got a white girl. All of them do that. That is weird to me. That is weird to me. You supposed to be getting back to the motherland, and you go back to the motherland and then grab you a white girl. I think that is ridiculous. You understand? That is ridiculous. But this woman right here, you pulled this one up.
Hold on, let me see. I got it up now, sir.
This woman right here gave Shannon Sharpe the best goddamn advice she could have ever given a man. You understand? And this was Monique. This is what she said. She said it in an interview that she did with him, and she repeated it at her comedy special. Hold on one second. Let's play this.
Yes, I told that nigga short and sharp, leave that white nigga.
That's how you give a nigga advice. Give Monique a goddamn hand. You understand? Monique said, leave them white bitches alone. And that's what every black and Hispanic and Native Indian man, you better do it. Your pockets is dependent on it. Look at Shannon. She went for 50 minutes. Listen, man, Dr. Umar, and I gotta find out. I might want to play that one too, but we get close to the time. Mm-hmm. But Dr. Umar Johnson turned around and said the reason Shannon Sharpe is going through what he is going through is because he gave up too much money too soon. He gave an offer. And that's what popped him right there. I said, whoa. Not that the brother should not be dealing with white girls, snow bunnies, like what Dr. Umar liked to call them. Not that, you know what, brother, you need to seek you a sister. Why are you dealing with a snow bunny? And I never understood that with these celebrities, right? To where these celebrities turn around and get this money and change their life and go from, all of them got these stories where they went from the gutter to glam. You know what I mean? They went from live all six of their siblings and they mama and daddy, or mama with no daddy, living in a one bedroom apartment. And everybody had to sleep on the floor. Nobody never had a bed until they got grown, and you know what I'm saying? All that horrible shit that they be telling. And then now you turn around and now you're on, MTV Cribs. You got a big fat mansion. You got several Benzes and Rolls Royces and all the kind of cars that you want. And then you get a white girl and try to advance her life instead of getting a sister that grew up just like you, that went and made something of themselves just like you and turned her life around. I don't understand that. I would never turn on my sisters for no white girl to think I'm gonna have a better life. I'd rather take the struggling and the whatever it come with dealing with my own people. You
Right.
understand? I would rather deal with my own women because I know them, right? Listen, I could turn around and talk about never having two things that match: ham, no burger, cereal, no milk. You understand? And guess what? That sister know where the hell I'm coming from. The white girl go, "Oh my God, you never had milk with your cereal?" Somebody gonna say, "Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah,
Oh my
hey, Cap,
God,
Cap,
Antoine, I
she don't
can't
know nothing about
believe."
no.
Go ahead.
Cap, she don't know nothing about no syrup sandwiches, no sugar sandwiches. She don't know
She
nothing
don't know
about that.
nothing about none of them sugar bread sandwiches. She don't know nothing about us. You understand? She don't know nothing about a pallet. Excuse me? What did you say, Antoine? A pallet? You mean like the wooden things where they put stuff on it and they deliver it to Walmart? You understand? That's what she gonna say.
The Christianity done that to the people.
What'd you say?
Christianity done that to the people.
Hey, I agree. Christianity did a number on us, man. To where now we absolutely want those people in our life.
Yeah, right.
When our ancestors that was suffering at the hands of whips and chains and all that, man, I know they rolling over in their grave looking at Shannon Sharpe and OJ Simpson and all of the brothers, the celebrities and the football player, even the ones in high school and college that's dealing with these white girls. I know they looking at them like, God damn.
Thanks.
Now
Like if I
here
could,
we
Cap.
go. Here we go in slavery, singing songs, wishing to get away from these people, and then now
Man,
you
look at
in the
this.
bed with them. That's insane, man. That is insane. Go ahead,
Hey,
Marshawn.
did you
Oh,
check
hold on.
out
Hold,
my
hold,
fault, bro?
uh,
Did
no,
you
hold
see
on.
the chick that put the
Hold on 1 second. Now, 1 second. I got you. Go ahead, Marshawn.
Now I'm gonna say, look at the number them white women did to Kanye West, man. They did a number on that brother right there.
Oh man,
They did a number on him,
tell me
man. Oh,
about it. Tell me about
oh,
it. They did a number on him. They talking about him going crazy, him having mental issues. It's some white girls.
right.
It's them.
let me add to this if I can, because what y'all saying is beautiful. In mind to understand it. The reason why all these brothers in Hollywood with the skin tight, filthy ass man,
Hey, 1 second,
or
brother. You a little low. You hear me?
He low, yeah.
I'm a
He
low
real
level.
low.
Yeah. You kind of low, brother. You
Okay,
kind of low, and something in your background. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of drowning you
okay,
out
I'm
too.
gonna fix that again. I'm gonna fix that again.
Oh, okay. Israel, you want to say something real quick while the brother try to fix his mic?
Yeah, real quick, I was gonna ask you, did you see the I forgot the chick's name, but had the Rosa Parks on her panties or some shit like that, that for real designed or some shit like that.
You said had the Rosa Parks on her what?
Yeah, so the some chick, I gotta look her up. I'm gonna find her name when I mute up. I'm gonna go out and find. I'm gonna go search it out. But the chick wore like panties, underwear, and had Rosa Parks on the ass of it. And apparently they was designed by one of these high class designers, and for real, it had something to do with this shit or something.
No.
Yeah, this shit was weird as hell, bro.
Dang.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, nah, man. Hey, our people doing some messed up stuff out here, boy. They really are.
I just looked it up, Cap. Hockey.
Yeah, that's better, brother. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Let me stop. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Salaki, sir. I said I looked it up. It
No,
says artist. Oh, my bad, Salaki, my bad.
hold on, my shot. The
Yeah,
brother
yeah,
trying to go ahead, bro. You got it.
yeah.
Damn. Now you in the matrix. You in the matrix now, brother. Yeah, he in the matrix. You might have to go out and come back in, like if you can hear me.
Want to go get some.
Yeah, you in the matrix. Out. Go out and come back in.
What about now?
Okay.
I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna let
Okay.
it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Okay, go ahead. Say what you was about to say. You clear now. I can hear you.
I was saying that's that insatiable appetite, and I said that's why these the same brothers that'll do anything for $1, right?
Oh yeah.
Instead of being with the woman that comes from our people, you know, they got to
Mm-hmm.
go get the white woman or the Asian woman, and
Mm-hmm.
these same brothers will take ride up their ass for a couple of dollars because they got an insatiable appetite.
Mm-mm. Can't do it. Definitely can't do that. All right, but yeah, I agree with you, brother. Yep. They turn around and they don't know that God is against interracial marriage, relationships, all of that. It makes sense when you actually go in the Bible, you see it, you read it, where God does not want Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to mix with the other nations of people. White, Chinese, Arab, African, none of them. And then when you think about it, the Most High made the white man a white woman. God made the Israelite man, Israelite woman. The Chinese man has a Chinese woman, a big dumb one too. Suyang, Suyang, he made him his own woman though. You understand? The East Indian, ones with the dots on their head, dali, 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 dali. Guess what? They got their own goddamn woman. The Africans got their own umbele, umbele, abu, abu, abu. They got their own woman. We all got our own women, man. The Most High does not. He's not with that mixed breeding and race mixing and whatever the hell y'all call it. He hates all of that. And
Nah, brother, that ain't true for the New Testament, brother.
Say it again.
That ain't true for the New Testament, brother. Gentiles.
Oh man, look, that's what they think. They think the Gentiles that's being talked about in the New Testament is the other nations of people, and it's not. It is
Hey, you
not.
know, hey, I asked one this the other day. He got quiet as hell. I said, bro, don't you find it strange that throughout the entirety of the Bible, when we see the Bible talking about all these other nations, now we
Mm-hmm.
know that the word Gentile means nations, right?
Right.
But when did the Bible ever refer to nations as Gentiles? If you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
they was always
Ain't that crazy?
Assyrian. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
But when we get to the New Testament though, now you don't know. In fact, let's even supercharge it by going to Acts 2 when they talked about everybody coming up to the upper room, and we had Parthians, Medes, named
Mm-hmm.
everybody. But then here specifically when we're talking about Gentiles, ain't no nationality attached to these people.
Crazy.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to and look at how the Christians moonwalked off of how they always try to teach that the churches was non-Israelites, was made up of non-Israelites. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, go ahead, my Charlotte. You want to drop something?
No, what I was gonna, what I was gonna say is I did see that this lady, she got I guess it's like a day ago. It says Lisa Slam for Met Gala look with Rosa Parks. It says 1 day ago, Blackpink's Lisa is facing backlash for her 2025 Met Gala outfit, which appeared to feature Rosa Parks' face on her underwear. Weeks after
Mhm.
weeks after an N-word scandal involving her resurfaced, man. These people don't give a damn about us. You can, they don't give a
No,
damn
they
about
don't, man. That's
us. That's wild.
ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And who would why
Over.
why would I want? Yeah, I was gonna say why would I want somebody on my drawers, man? That's just to cover me under my clothes. Like I don't need nobody's face on my underwear. You
That's
understand?
wild.
I don't even I seen videos and pictures of the underwear when I buy them online. I see the ones with the hearts all on them for the men. I don't even want them. I want no goddamn
Right.
hearts and no shape on my drawers. I just want to be covered. That's it. You
Right.
understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't get that.
Oh
To
God.
put a
Right.
full
Oh God.
face and then this woman, you put this woman's face on your drawers. Like, come on, see, it's like that's oh my god, that's insane. That's
I'm telling
insane
you.
and that's ridiculous. Yeah. Let me play this video real quick because this the one. Oh, I'm sorry. You ain't got the other one pulled up, right? Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Uh,
about it. I got it. I got it.
okay.
I got it.
Okay. Go.
I'm gonna put this one up there. This is the other one. All right. Play this one. Now he's finna get even dumber with his goddamn advice. All right. And I had said it, but I actually wanted everybody to hear it. Okay. Because the caption says Dr. Umar claims that Shannon Sharpe allegations are deeper than we think. And watch just how deep this man is going to go when he claimed his Uncle Shay Shay allegations is so deep. I hate that name, Shay. Calling him a man Shay Shay. That's gay.
Yeah, that's gay.
You are not going to convince me that if you offer a 19-year-old OnlyFans model who sells videos of her body for cash apps on a regular, she sells videos and pictures of her body on the internet for cash apps, and she gets offered $10 million to walk away when she only asks for 50 grand. Think about this, Art. She only asks for 50 grand. Shannon Sharpe says, I'm going to give you 10 million to walk away. And she says no. Art, do you know of anybody on OnlyFans? Do you know of any 19-year-old teenager who, if offered 10 million to shut up and go away when they only wanted 50 grand, do you know of any 19-year-old girl who is not going to take the 10 million?
Anybody taking 10 million?
Thank you. You on OnlyFans. You making money by selling your body, so you clearly not doing too well in these streets. You get offered 10 million and you turn it down. I believe the NFL power structure, or maybe the white media power structure, or maybe the white podcast power structure. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract. Somebody was jealous of Shannon Sharpe's upcoming $100 million contract, and they intervened at the level of Tony Busby, or they intervened at the level of Gabriella Azu-Nix. One or the other. Because ain't no 19-year-old OnlyFans model turning down no 10K. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe embarrassed. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe humiliated. Somebody wanted Shannon Sharpe's financial future destroyed. But Shannon Sharpe made a big mistake, Art. He made the same mistake Sean Puffy Combs made. You know what that is?
Listen to this.
Offering too much money too soon. Remember when we had our last conversation, I said what? Puffy messed up when he offered Cassie that amount of money in less than 24 hours. It makes you look guilty. It makes you look guilty. Shannon Sharpe offered the 19-year-old Snow Bunny $10 million. That was too much money and it was too soon. And where there's smoke, there's fire. So Tony Busby in the white power structure allegedly stepped in and said, if he can give you 10 that easy. If he can give you 10 that easy. Remember, Shannon was bragging when he was talking about how the Cat Williams interview made him more money than he ever made in the NFL. Remember that, Art?
I remember that.
So he's letting people know that the pockets is kind of heavy. So when he offered Gabriella Asu Ninjas $10 million, they said, oh, we can get a whole lot more than that. You are not going to convince me.
No, let me stop.
Neva brings out a dog, which I think she's regularly.
All right, he was playing a commercial. Yeah, did you hear this idiot? Did you hear this idiot? He said he told Sean Puffy Combs the same thing. You making a mistake offering them some money. First off, let me tell you something. And this is what I believe. This is just personal, right? Personally, I believe that anyone that makes an offer for something that they claim that they are not guilty of, you are guilty. I don't believe that bullshit that Michael Jackson was doing when he was, oh, I never did these things. I never touched them. I never would do that. I never would harm anyone. They're lying on me. They're just, if I'm not finna get, what was he paying? 20 mil?
Mm-hmm.
Like 20 mil per for the, he paid the mama, he paid the daddy, and he paid the little boys over and over and over again. It was only one that came out and said, I lied. My parents put me up to this. I don't believe that shit either. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, if I'm innocent, fuck you. I'm not paying you a goddamn thing. You just going to have to sue me. You just going to have to turn around and take me to court and try to get money out of me. And if they say I'm guilty, if I'm innocent, and we do know there's a lot of brothers that's in prison that's innocent. So if they turn around and was just to find me guilty or just to put me in the slammer, right? Because it's kind of crazy how some people have lost. I mean, one, what's the cases? The like federal cases, but then turn around and lose the civil case. Now that I don't understand that. And the reason
I got a quick correction.
Huh?
So I got a quick correction on that Michael Jackson case, Sir Salaki. I just looked it up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
He paid $200 million to 20 different victims.
200 million.
200 million.
20 different victims. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
And you innocent?
Right.
You innocent? What did Cat Williams say? You know you was playing with them little white boys booty hole. Hey, if you innocent, why you pay them that much money? Why did you give them a quarter? I'm not giving you shit if I'm innocent. If I'm innocent, dog, it's going to be hard as hell to turn around and make me say I'm guilty. I just ain't built like that. I don't want it to hurry up and just go away. I don't want to turn around and, oh man, my career, fuck, 200 million. I want my 200 million in my pocket.
Right.
Not in theirs if they lying on me. If they lying on me, I'm not handing you over nothing. And he made those deals with them. But I think it's kind of weird how a person could win a federal suit against them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you can be proven innocent, but then you can go civilly and be sued and then lose. I don't even understand that.
You lose the criminal case and win, and they can win the civil case, but then win the criminal case, but then lose the civil case.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's weird. That's how we know.
The reason why is because in the criminal court, you got to be proved, you know what I'm saying, beyond a shadow of a doubt of a crime. But when you get into the civil court, you're not held nearly to those standards to proving that somebody did something. It's way less of a standard that they hold you to. But that's how that happened to people a lot.
Yeah, and this system is totally backwards. You understand? Our oppressor, the white man, he is the devil the Bible speaks of. So we cannot turn around and depend on a murderer, a rapist, and all of this. You understand? To turn around and do justice in their system because it wasn't built on that. It's so many different laws that is ass backwards and twisted. It just makes no sense. But Michael Jackson settled those cases. And I remember, Marshall, do you remember that room we was in on Clubhouse when we had that argument with them cats where they was defending R. Kelly and Michael Jackson?
Oh yeah,
Them
yeah, yeah.
They just paid them just to make it go. They guilty, man.
Right.
They are guilty. That's why Never Neverland never opened again, because the man spent all the money with them goddamn cases where he was molesting them little boys. He couldn't even pay his employees because you paying these doggone little kids for you touching them. So I don't believe he was innocent. I don't believe R. Kelly. And this nigga in jail writing songs. Talking about you don't deserve to be in a place to where I am. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you trying to play victim? Right. You deserve to be, you earn to be where you at. I ain't gonna say deserve. You earn to be where you at.
Right.
You earn the right to be in prison because you defiled those little girls, man. He was hiring underage little girls on purpose. Why? Because he's a goddamn freak, man. He's a pervert. And now I got the nerve to be writing songs as if he's a victim. You know, and that shit, I think that's a slap. I think that's a slap in the victims' faces for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? For him to do that, make a song now and put them in there. Oh, you deserve so much better, especially being in a place like me where I'm at and all this. Dude, hey, that's what you get. You commit crimes, you go to jail. That's what happens. You defile children, you go to jail, man. You understand what you say?
I was gonna say that when people do stuff like that, though, when you go to the parole board, they looking at that stuff. They looking at you making video, because what they gonna say is that, oh, you not remorseful for what you done. You still feeling like you a victim.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
That's what that shit backfires on them. They don't realize what they do. And so, as what Umar, to something what Umar said, when he said that why would you not take the $10 million? Nigga, because the lawyer got in there.
The lawyers. Thank you, Op. Thank you.
He can shoot for 50.
Thank you.
If he settled for 25.
Exactly. You listen. What her lawyers told her, you can get more than $10 million. What no NFL or no news reporters or none of that shit, man. If he did not assault that hoe, he wouldn't be. You understand? He wouldn't be charged with. If he wouldn't have made the record. Well, she made the recording. She recorded the conversation. But if you hadn't have said the comments, nobody would be thinking that. Oh, you know what? Shannon Sharpe did this. They ain't trying. They ain't. Jealous of his goddamn payroll. Nobody gives a fuck about him making no $100 million. That
ain't shit.
Nobody cares about that. Them white folks don't give a damn. They getting 10 to 20 times that.
Right.
They don't care nothing about that. They gonna turn around and give some money where they can make some more money at. You understand? Like, just think about the money that they make on commercials for the Super Bowl. A commercial, 10-second damn commercial be 26, 30, $40 million.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think they care about giving the players a contract of, $25 million when they done made that in just one commercial? They don't give a damn. They just want their money. And this ain't happening to him because the white man is just such a devil. He's trying to bring him down. They got the recording of him telling the hoe that he was going to choke her. The hoe said, he choked me. What the fuck did the news have to do with it? Come on, Dr. Umar, you supposed to be a doctor with your dumb ass. And you ain't sounding like one. You sounded like a damn retard. That's what the DR stand for in doctor on your goddamn name. A damn retard. Because now he's blaming the system. We can't sit here and blame the system for every fucking thing now. Now let me tell you something. Now, I am a firm believer in the white man being the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right? He has most certainly destroyed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' lives. And Dr. Umar is right. This is a little deeper. Shannon Sharpe's case is just a little deeper. But what Dr. Umar is doing, he's sending you on the wrong path. You need to be going to the other direction, which is this is one of God's laws. Well, several of them. Number one, being with a whore. You're not supposed to do that. Get that scripture for me up, Maya Shala. It's none of our women are supposed to be whores. That's in the scripture. And we're not supposed to deal with whores. We're not supposed to prostitute our women. We're not supposed to deal with prostitutes. Okay? We're not supposed to date outside of our race. It's in the Bible. It's there. God said it. That's the deeper thing that's going on with Shannon Sharpe. That's the deeper thing that was going on with O.J. Simpson. That's the deeper thing that's going on with all of these dumbass celebrities that get the big head and think that their money means something to somebody. Look at all that crime R. Kelly did. I can't believe y'all trying to do this to me. I done gave y'all 30 years of my career, and y'all gonna do this to me. I'm trying to be with my kids. I'm trying to be with my kids. But all the free time your punk ass had, you was molesting children. So nobody cares about you crying on TV. Gail had to tip Robert, like sit down, Robert. Control yourself, Robert. Sit the fuck down, Robert. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this stupid shit on TV, thinking that crying, and see, that's what happened, man. When our men turn around and it's not raised by righteous men, right? They become soft like women. A lot of men that do this, they do these things and start bringing up kids. That's how women talk. Whenever a woman get caught up in something, that's the first thing that she turned around and mentioned is my kids. My kids. I love my kids, and my kids. All I do, my kids. Nobody gives a fuck, lady. You committed a crime here. R. Kelly, nobody cares about you talking about you having a relationship with your kids. And one of your kids even came out and said that you molested her. And I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. You married Aaliyah when she was a child. That was wrong. You had the little girl that you peed on and recorded it and then lied and said that was somebody else. And then he took care of her and her mother moved them in a house, paying them every damn month. You ain't doing that if that's not you, if you're not guilty. You would not do those things if you are not guilty. Like, come on, man. Come on. That's just bullshit. And we got to call bullshit out when we see it. This shit that Dr. Umar is screaming, this badass, horrible advice that he's giving this brother, this is ridiculous. And he couldn't even control his own shit. You pull that next video up, Marshall.
Okay,
let me know when it's up.
It's
okay,
up,
now
sir.
check this out. We're going to listen to this. Let's check this one out.
That I've started to notice recently.
Now, this is Dr. Umar Johnson's, he's in an interview, right? And he's going to break this one down too. Just check it. Just listen.
Is when you look at the entertainers out there, and this is the world that I function in most of the time, And you look at, like, for example, the Chris Browns of the world, who are constantly getting in trouble. They're getting arrested, they're getting into fights, they're getting into social media wars and so forth. The type of people that you see doing this over and over again, the one thing that they seem to have in common is that none of them are ever married.
Okay.
And the thing is that when you have someone in a powerful position and you don't have a wife or a very strong partner that's willing to give you their opinion with zero ulterior motives, you are going to be in a very different place than when you have a bunch of employees around you that know at any moment, if they upset you, they're fired. They're not going to give you the same level of advice, and no true success can come from one person. It always comes from a team.
I agree.
So you have these situations, because when you look at, for example, the Jay-Z's of the world, you look at the Ludacris's of the world, or you look at Kanye these days, they're not getting into fist fights. They're not going into these situations that are so self-harming because they have someone in their corner.
Marriage calms you down. It matures you. It calms you down. But here's what I would say. With situations like with Chris Brown and other high-profile celebrities, I also think the media deliberately and in a very biased and discriminatory fashion only shines a light on their public behaviors that are less than acceptable to the rest of us. They don't shine a light when they do positive things in the community. They don't shine a light when they do things that are advantageous to society because that's not popular. Let's be honest. The media loves sensationalism. So they will run out when Chris Brown gets the police called on him, but they won't run out when Chris Brown goes to the community center and spends his own money in his own time working with the young children there. So we have to look at the biased behavior of the media. But I agree with you. Marriage does calm you down. But if you are a high profile personality, as I am, you often have to be careful as well in your search for that queen because there's so many ulterior motives. Often women may want the package, but not the personality. So if I look at me, for example, I come across a lot of beautiful Black women, excellent choices for wife. But the reason I'm slow to choose is because I know that for a lot of women, they will love the package. He's a PhD, he's self-employed, he's building a school, he's extremely popular. I know he can take care of me. But you're not looking at the other side, that this man is walking the same path as a Marcus Garvey, as a Malcolm X, as a Medgar Evers. He might not come home tomorrow. Everything he got may be taken. Are you getting with Dr. Umar to help him achieve his mission? Or are you getting with Dr. Umar so he can help you live the American dream? So you have to be very, very careful.
Okay, let me pause it for a second. And he walking right into this. Pay attention to how smooth Vlad finna set him up for this next question. Now, you see he's breaking it all down, right? And he has all of it. Sounds like he know exactly what the hell he's talking about. Sounds as if this man has been with all of the right women. Right? But we know that that's not true. So just pay attention. So he going in. Yeah, see, the woman could be there for, you trying to help build what this man got, or do I want him to help me, live the American dream? You got to think about that. If you're a high profile, high celebrity like myself, like what he's saying about him, he said, look, I'm running across some beautiful Black women. Oh my God, some queens. But I got to be careful. They all wifey material, but I got to be careful. I'm slow to pick, but let's see if he's so slow to pick.
I always say that if I knew I would be blessed or cursed to be given this responsibility, I would have had my wife beforehand. I would have made sure I had. If someone would have came to me and said, listen, 2009, your career is going to go to a whole nother place. You're going to be used to try to do something important for your people. I would have found a wife. It's hard to choose them now because you never know the ulterior motives. And that's just for me. I'm not the multi-million-dollar rapper actor. For them, I know it got to be even worse.
So here's my thing, though, real quick. He boasted on himself saying he's doing so much for his people. He's building a school that never got built. That school never got built. Let me read something real quick about that goddamn school. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me finish the video. I'm about to go ahead on that. Let me finish the video. All right. Let me play it. Okay. Here we go.
Well, yeah, I mean, J. Cole married his high school sweetheart, before he ever became
excellent
a rapper
choice
or anything else like
because
that.
you knew her before the fame. But sometimes you don't have those high school sweethearts that are still available. Many of them have already found a husband. So sometimes it's difficult to go back to safe space. And then also when you're in such a quote unquote controversial line of work as I am, not every woman wants that. I mean, if you look at some of the wives of some of our greatest freedom fighters, a lot of them, the wives did not want the life. They come to accept it. They learn to live with it. But I think if you ask some of them, if you could do this all over, would you have done this? Married a man who you knew would be assassinated, 10 years into the marriage, and you're left to raise those children with little or no support. I don't know if they would have went with it. So I think sometimes it has to be a calling. I think some of these women, I think Coretta Scott King, Betty Shabazz, Amy Garvey, Mrs. Evers, I think, that they were chosen by divine providence to walk with those men, because it takes a special woman to walk with a man who's always walking around with that X on his chest.
Well, yeah.
Now I must say one thing is he mentioned Coretta Scott King. Now, what I do believe is like what his Martin Luther King colleague said was they put them two together, right? But one thing I can appreciate about that sister is you ain't heard no scandals about her. You know what I mean? Even though that old bastard ass man of hers had all kind of scandals going, he was tricking with them white hoes too.
Yep.
And look at what happened to him. He got exposed for it. And people are mad about it. But I thank God that sister kept it clean. Matter of fact, I don't even think she married or was with anyone after him. During him and after him, she was not. You understand? So that sister played her part as far as we could see and the things that we know. So big ups to that. And the only reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people like to bring up what's her name, Winnie and Nelson Mandela. When that African hoe, since the show is about hoes, okay, that African hoe slutted on that man the whole time he was in prison. She hold on him the whole time she was in prison. So big ups to the black woman that held it down, right? And no better for them stanky Africans for what they went through and what that woman put him through. But I just wanted to mention that since he mentioned her name, you understand? Because there was no scandals about her. There was nothing. She didn't do nothing, you understand, to get talked about. Or not, her behavior was on point. Unlike her goddamn man, he couldn't control himself. And I just wonder why he ain't speaking to that. Why isn't he, Dr. Umar Johnson speaking to brothers when you in, the limelight like that, the spotlight like that, you a celebrity like that, multi-million-dollar basketball player, football player, baseball player, rapper, R&B singer, whatever it is, you got to keep your behavior on point. Hey, big ups to Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? I thank God for Commanding General YAHANNA, because what that man teaches us, you keep your behavior on point and you keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments regardless of what the hell you do. No matter what kind of career you got, no matter what kind of house you live in, you possibly could be a celebrity up in here. But guess what? Whatever you do, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of our God. He ain't giving no backwards ass advice like this dude here. I don't know why people even listening to him. I don't even know why people talk about him. I don't even know how he took off. You know what I'm saying? Because like the other brother said, he does defend everybody that get caught, get found guilty of doing some bullshit. Every last one of them. He stand behind all of them because guess what? That's where the money at, man. That's all his concern is. He don't care. He chasing that money just like the rest of them. Almost 700,000, almost $1 million he chased out the pockets of blacks and Hispanics, and then produced nothing but a booty bill. And we're gonna go over that in a second.
Yeah, I mean, I actually interviewed Ilyasha Shabazz, Malcolm X's daughter, recently, and she talked about
my first book, Growing Up X, speaks to all of that, and it speaks mostly to the will of my mother. You know.
Oh snap! Hold on. God damn it! Hold on, Salaki. I pushed the wrong damn button. Mashallah, pull this back up for me, brother. Damn.
Come on, sir.
I hit the wrong thing, man. Salaki. Hold on. I done turned around and slid into the next doggone video. Salaki. Pull this one back up. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. You got it. Did I share it?
Yeah, I don't see it yet. No, I don't see you shared it yet.
Yeah, hold on. Bear with me, everybody. Hold on. My finger slipped on the wrong. But look, I'm trying to move the mouse, and I ended up clicking it while I was moving it. And turned around and messed up the whole thing. Killed the whole video. You got it?
Yeah, that's up.
You pull it up?
Yeah, it's up. It's up out of one.
Okay, hold on. Let me skip past this part right here. All right, I'm gonna start from here.
Okay.
It's the same thing in a larger African American community. We glorify the entertainers and the athletes. We don't glorify the freedom fighters. You understand? We will spend $500 to go see someone in concert, but we won't spend that $500 to necessarily build a hospital or a factory or a distribution network. So we have to look at how we, as a community, reward those who ignore us and punish the ones who die for us. It's one of the central contradictions within our political reality.
Yeah. Now, since we're talking about a contradiction, let's hear this.
Well, you had a situation a while back where this woman who called herself
hey, talk about contradiction. Now you hear me? He hit him with that hard, didn't he, Mashallah?
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Talk about contradiction in the black community. Listen to it. No, he didn't. He didn't see that coming at all. You're gonna see his whole little vibe change because he was going in, wasn't he? He was going in, boy, when he was talking about everybody else. But now he turned around. Yeah, you had a situation too. Watch this.
Conscious stripper.
Look at.
I guess put you on blast.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna bring that up. Look at how stupid he looked. You see how stupid he looked? Because he know he's stupid. Sitting here giving out all this fake ass advice, and you not even living up to this shit yourself. And started laughing. This is your leader laughing about a damn sex scandal that he was involved in. And the Negro laughs. And y'all listen to this dude.
It's an old situation. It was a sister that I met. Okay, very beautiful. I met her down in Florida, Marcus Garvey celebration. I was the keynote. My Rastafari brothers hosted the event. Ironically, you're asking me this because I was just in Jamaica 2 weeks ago to keynote the Marcus Garvey celebration. And the same brothers brought me there. Shout out to Priest Dougie. And so I met her. I was signing books and taking pictures at the end of my lecture. I think it was Black History Month or Kwanzaa. It was 2014. And she waited by the side for me. Very beautiful woman with her son, came up after. You know, she introduced herself, said, I'm a homeschooling mom. I'm trying to start a homeschooling network. I love what you do. And I'm from Philly. I said, for real, you from Philly? I'm from Philly. She says, yeah. I said, well, you come up. Let's connect, which we did. And then on May 17th, the anniversary of the Brown versus Board of Education Supreme Court decision, I'm at a graduation for a friend of mine, Spelman College, down in Atlanta with her family. And all of a sudden, social network went crazy. And to this day, and of course that was 2 years ago, but to this day, I still don't know what the motive was. We never had an argument.
Now you hear this dude? He don't know what the motive was. And I'm gonna tell you what his motive was. It's what he said about Shannon Sharpe. What he should have did was gave her money, keep her happy, so she won't destroy you. That's what he went into the relationship. Because I got a video of her. We ain't gonna have time to play it, but I got a video of her and giving her side of what happened. Right? She's giving her side, and it don't match his, where he's talking about he don't know what the hell happened. They ain't never had no argument. You know, I don't know what the motive was for this and all that. You already said when you are in a high profile position, you give them hoes money so that they don't destroy you. Negro, you was with what you call a conscious stripper. You was with a conscious hoe. You were supposed to give her the money and keep her happy. You ran through all that goddamn school money of yours, and then guess what? That hoe was no longer happy. That's what the motive was, you idiot. That's how you get down. Ain't what he called it, Mashallah? The player code?
Yeah, that's what he said.
This fool said that's the player code, huh?
So that's the first rule to being a player.
He said this is the first rule of being a player. You pay them hoes. That's what he said. But you know what? I'm like Snoop Dogg when he said, we don't love them hoes.
All right.
Cap don't love them hoes. And I ain't paying no hoe shit. I'm not even paying a hoe any attention, let alone some money out of my pocket. So she can turn around and go hoe with somebody else. I'm going to pay the hoe so she can go hoe with somebody else. I'm going to help further her and her hoeing. Like, is this dude stupid? He got to be. Let's finish. Let's finish.
I don't know why that happened to this very day. I don't know if she was sent to do that. I don't know if it was something I did that she felt disrespected her. I don't
look at how stupid. You see how much of a little boy he looked like right there? He looked like a little boy. He can't control. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know.
Through his damn teeth.
I don't know if I did this to her. I just don't know. I don't know. Get the fuck out of here. Like, stop playing stupid. You know what you did. You didn't have enough money for the hoe. The hoe wanted money. And she put your ass on blast. And said, while he talking all this conscious shit, I'm a stripper, and he spent all that school money on this booty. That's what the hell she said. Now you know Shannon Sharpe, you know where his shit come from. It's either the media, or it's either the NFL, it's either the NBA, it's either somebody in the white man, this man, that white man, this, you know who going after them. But now it's I don't know if somebody sent her. I don't know if she worked for someone. I don't know if I made her mad. I just don't know. I don't know. Get the hell out of here, man. Now he's sitting there like a big goddamn dummy. 2 seconds ago, when it was about somebody else, he had all the answers, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. I ain't got
But now you don't have the answers, Sway. How ironic. Now you don't have the goddamn answers. But listen.
I don't know what the motive is to this day, but it happened. And it made me even more, quote unquote, paranoid about getting to meet women, because you never know what they're going to do the day after they meet you.
Yeah. I mean, I guess one of the things that I guess she claimed was that you had lost a $1 million donation from an NBA player.
I did. And I can tell you that.
So that's actually true.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there right there. All right. And that dude, he full of shit. Dr. Umar Johnson is full of shit. Now he's talking about he lost $1 million donation for their school. And he probably did. And that's what should have happened. Nobody should have gave you more money so you could spend on the booty. Okay? Nobody should have given you a goddamn dime, period, because you blew what they say, mashallah, he blew the church's money. You understand? That's what Dr. Umar did. Now let me read this part right here. Okay. Now this is about this school that he's building. You know, he is a Christian. He's just like Christian preachers. You ever seen the new building fund at the churches? And they have a photo of the damn new church that they about to build that they trying to raise 15 and 20 million dollars for. And they put the chart on there to show you how much they raised so far and what the goal is and how much more of the people got to go in their pockets and their purses to get to that $20 million for that new building. Dr. Umar Johnson is the same way. He's the same way, man. Ain't no goddamn school. Ain't no school. Let me tell you something. Let me read this. It says Dr. Umar Johnson's claimed to have raised $400,000 or $700,000 for his school. But critics noted that he never provided a business plan, obtained a license, or published receipts despite these claims. Now, he claimed, and I think he raised more than that. I want to say he raised more than what he claimed he made. Because a lot of these scammers turn around and, like, for instance, Creflo Dollar only claims to make like $88 million a year. I believe it's well over the hundreds. All right. So then it says this: as of 2017, there was no record of an application for a 501c3 tax-exempt nonprofit status with the IRS. And in 2019, a root commentator criticized Johnson for the lack of progress towards construction. Now let me tell you something. This dude said, this is the last part of here I'm going to read. It says, in April 2021, Johnson stated that the construction was complete, but the school was not ready for classes. How in the hell, if your construction is complete, why is there not books? You should be working on the books, you know what I'm saying? And the chairs and everything else that the school need. If he had to set up a 501c3, you know what he could have got? Donations. If he actually had a school, he could have got more money. Guess what? Black people don't mind helping. They don't mind donating. They don't mind giving. But you got to have something in order for them to give. You understand? And Dr. Umar Johnson has absolutely nothing to give blacks and Hispanics for their money. He don't have no school, man. There is no school. There is no school, mashallah. You hear me?
Yeah, on God, sir.
You understand me? Why ain't the Negro walking around the school and telling the people, showing them, here's the school. The construction is complete. All we need now is just not ready for class. We just need books. The children need good books. I need some donations. He lost that $1 million donation that the basketball player, he didn't say his name, but he was going to give him $1 million towards his school. And he said, oh, no, we can't be affiliated with nothing like this. I ain't giving no nigga no money. You out here paying for booty. You paying for booty, nigga? You in a strip club and shit? You got a stripper? You paying for booty? And you talking about the kids need books? And you out here spending the money on he spent that money on that booty, mashallah. And I seen the sister, and I ain't want to post the picture because I ain't want everybody to look and see how big that booty was and try to go throw some money at it. You know what I'm saying? We done did like this goddamn dummy. So I didn't post the pictures or share the pictures of her, but they got some pictures of her and her booty that he paid for. Dr. Umar Johnson was paying for that booty. You understand? Now let me play this one real quick and show you how this is what he actually feel about black people, man. since y'all did not give him more money to put in the cheek of the booty, then this is what he feel about you.
We raised $250,000. I'm gracious, but I'm not content because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. When Darren Wilson killed Michael Brown, white folks gave him $300,000 in 3 weeks for his defense. And Dr. Umar Johnson is trying to build a state-of-the-art school for black boys that y'all all know I need. And after 6 months, I only got $250,000. Trifling ass black people. I'm gonna call it like I say it. And I don't care if you get offended. We can handle that outside. We trifling. I should have been had that $2 million. I should have had that $2 million 30 days after I started the fundraiser on May the 20th. It don't make no sense. But y'all sure call me up when the school's messing with your son. Did you make a donation to my school? Oh, not yet. Bye. Click. That's the new Umar. You want some help with your son? Did I get a donation? No, I want to hear that. Mail the donation, then you call me back, and then I'll help.
Get the fuck out of here. No, you gotta go. That's it.
Okay, let me close this one out. It clicked. That was the end of it. That's the new Dr. Umar Johnson. Did you send some money to my school, my Charlotte?
That's
Do you
crazy.
know Commander Junior? I don't even want to say it. Commander Junior YAHANNA helps people that's not even in our school. So I know that they don't pay their tithes at all. You understand? But he has helped brothers and sisters that needed help. You understand? Regardless of it, whether they gave money to the school or not. Commander Junior YAHANNA is just that generous. He's like that. You understand? To where if our people need it, that man does all he can to try to help. And it ain't nothing. Have you sent in your tithes? You know I'm Commander Junior YAHANNA, right? You see your tithes? Are you in? Oh, this is the new Commander Junior YAHANNA. And hang up the phone on. What? Are you kidding me? This dude said trifling ass black people. And you know what he wanted to say? He was about to say trifling ass niggas. That's what he was about to say. He was about to say, you old trifling ass niggas. You supposed to been gave me that $2 million that I needed. You know what he reminded me of saying that? I remember that old song, bitch better have my money. That's what he said. That real quick, then bitch better have my money. You supposed to been gave me. They gave this to Darren Wilson 3 weeks after he murdered Michael Brown. Y'all should have been gave me that $2 million. Is this dude crazy? Like, goddamn. So, like I said, man, hey, y'all can listen to this nut all you want. But as you can see, he's not stable at all. Why? Because he's not the leader for black and Hispanic people, man. Commander Junior YAHANNA is. That man don't fold, he don't bend, he don't do none of that for no money. He ain't chasing no clout. He actually loves his people. And that's one reason why I joined him. You understand? I didn't know that a man could love black people the way that he did. And guess what? I joined him. When I heard, I'm going to say this and we're going to get out of here. When I heard his documentary that Captain Mawakwa did, right, out of Chicago, and when I heard him, when he said that the reason he didn't leave the truth, you know, everybody else left. You know the story, Mashallah, like I know it. Left the truth. He didn't. He stayed. And he said that if I leave this, he said, my people die. And I said, whoa. I was like, just that little line that he said. I was like, damn, this man really cared about black people. I didn't think it was possible. Because I sure wasn't seeing it around here in the city. You understand? 1,700 churches in the city of St. Louis. I wasn't seeing it around here. I wasn't seeing that kind of love for black people. He said, if I don't teach this truth, my people die. I said, whoa. That man loves his people. And guess what? I'm in the seat, and I learned at the feet of the men over me. Simple as that. And I would never, ever, ever, ever listen to a Dr. Umar Johnson, a damn retard. That's what that DR stand for, Masha. Damn retard Umar Johnson. Straight up. That was ridiculous. He didn't get that man nothing that he could actually work with. I'm with you, Uncle Shay Shay. You gotta leave the snow bunnies alone. But guess what, man? If you'd have just picked the older white woman, more mature, you know, like, come on, man. Make your mind up. Make your mind up, Negro. So, like I said, man, no brother, no black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man date outside your race. You get you a sister if you want one, right? That's who you deal with, your own people, not outside of our people. And then most certainly don't be a monster to them when you get them and be abusing them and calling them, talking about when I see you, I'm gonna choke the fuck out you. And then she take that to some lawyers and say, yeah, we're gonna get 50 million, we're gonna sue for 50. Because guess what? That's how lawyers do. They turn around and go high, so it give them a little room to work with. So they say come with something that his team probably is going to reject. And they say, well, damn, we ain't giving you 50. But what about a 45? What about 35? That's what they finna do. They finna play ball. They finna play let's make a deal. Them lawyers know what the hell they doing, man. They know that they can get some money. Her team of lawyers know that. Not the goddamn news and the, you know what I'm saying? the news that the brother was trying to blame for every goddamn thing. Yes, the news, they are going to run our stories in the mud. Yes, that's the way that this world works. As soon as we do something bad, they own it. That's why in the ISUPK, you learn how to control your goddamn self. Discipline. That's what we teach in here. Is the control of your goddamn self. We don't have brothers going out here beating up, smacking, and raping women for what? When you can have as many women as you want. Clearly, Shannon Sharpe got a demon, just like the rest of them niggas. Just like Dr. Umar Johnson got a demon. R. Kelly, demons. Michael Jackson had demons. All these sexual deviants got demons. So, like I said, man, no more snow bunnies ever. You understand? Get you whatever sister it is that you may like. You get with her and you turn her life around. You get 10 million and you split it with that goddamn sister. Not going to trick off with some OnlyFans hoe. And then turn around and choke her and slam her. And then, matter of fact, look, I got a video. Look, I wish I could have played it, but I got the video of Shannon Sharpe, his other ex. Now she's coming out talking about how she was in fear of her goddamn life, and that's a white woman too. You know what I'm saying? We might have to do part 2. Let me go get up out of here, man. Cause look, I'm about to stay on a roll and keep on going, brother. And before you know it, I'll be done pulled out everything Shannon Sharpe ever did since he was 2. You know what I'm saying? You remember when you threw the cereal on the floor when your mom was trying to feed you? I be the put go to close out.
White milk on the floor. You didn't drink no chocolate milk.
He put that white milk on the floor. He wasn't drinking no chocolate milk. He wasn't drinking no Yoo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? He like white milk. You understand? But go ahead and close out. Let's get up out of here.
All right, come. Sorry, the water. Heavy topic. Heavy show. You know what I'm saying? We keep these topics going on and on and on every Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Central time. Me and Captain K to go to the bar. You got To the Hard Way coming up, or you going straight to Sharpe?
To the Hard Way, absolutely. We going in on Friday. Mother's Day. Y'all better not Friday. Do it.
Okay, come on, sir. Got To the Hard Way coming up this Friday. What time they come on? 11, 10? I think it
10 Central.
O'clock. 10 Central Time, and then we got Sharpe and the Sword Radio. You know
going
Sharpe and the
down,
Sword Radio. I'm
going
on
down
11
Sunday.
this Sunday. Yep. All right, that's
Damn
all I
right,
got, sir.
damn right. All right, and look, with that, make sure y'all tune in them classes and them shows. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.